The issue of the environment did need an overhaul, and it's had it since then. I think there's a lot more focus on it.
It's so reassuring that to learn people do care. It's a fundamental, I think there's a fundamental caring about the environment which gets lost in the day-to-day grind of living and surviving. There was a new executive manager of the Queensland Timber Board. He came to us and said, look, we've been on hiding to nowhere. Is there a different way of, doing things? We set down the ground rules that, yes, cooperation is always preferable, but it has to be on the basis of building trust. It's not compromise. It's actually thinking outside the box to something which is not compromising either, which is better for both, rather than each having to sacrifice something. And then we went on to work. We said, well, this is working so well, let's do the rest of the forest still remaining in Queensland. And out of that evolved the statewide forest process. And that worked very successfully too. The mining industry agreed to pull out of those areas when Peter Beattie announced, that there'd be an extra 1.25 million hectares of national park in the Brigalow Belt. Then came the election of the Newman government, which basically reversed it all. And we haven't recovered since. I suppose nothing is locked in concrete. And that's another lesson I learnt, was that eternal vigilance is always going to be necessary. There will always be this tension between conservation and development, and particularly as resources become more and more depleted, the pressures become greater.
These things there are various adversary groups. They're arguing about coal mines and things like that now, and the fight will go on, I think.
We were actually involved even after the successful listing in developing an appropriate management structure. And so the first visit flying to a meeting of the authority was somewhat momentous. I don't know if you've ever flown over Mount Ballindon, Kerr and Bartle Frere, and that environment and that grandeur, and tears just rolled from my eyes, and my mind was saying to myself, there, you're safe now. It was good.